Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got 7 new fall colors. If you watched my previous video, then you would know that I broke down and I bought some fall colors and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna swatch them today. I've got 1 shellac color and I've got 6 artistic colors. Generally these boxes come with them already swatched on a card. But if you're not new to my channel, you know that I have my own sort of swatching system. And beyond that, I like to see before I use them on a client how they perform, how opaque they are, that sort of thing, rather than just rely on the card to sort of assume that they're gonna come out that way, because I've bought colors before, gone by the swatches, and they turned out looking totally different, or I had to do 3 coats or something like that. So, they always come with these like sticker, like window decal, like all those things. I don't use any of that stuff. So they did come already swatched on this card. So I am gonna swatch those, but what I like to do with these cards is because they're all swatched together, I'll leave it out somewhere either in my waiting area or on top of one of my UV lamps, just so that clients can see, oh, these are all the new colors, like all in one spot, especially where I have all of my swatches done up in color families. This just sort of helps people to see what's new. So I do use that. I just like to also swatch them. You know, it's just the way I roll. So I'm gonna switcheroo the camera. We'll get all set up and we'll get these colors swatched and see how they perform. I'll be right back. Okay, so colors are swatched. That took a minute. So I'm gonna go through them here with you guys. So the first one that I did was Shellac Dreamcatcher, and that is right here on the palette. I don't know if this is helpful. Yes. Okay, so it's right there on the palette, and it is exactly what I wanted it to be, which is great because I didn't really, as you can see, I didn't really have a purple in that tone. The closest thing would have been this one, and it just wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. So that's perfect. It's going to be a beautiful fall purple, sort of a plummy purple. The next one was the Spicy by Nature in the Artistic, and that one's swatched right here. So it's a beautiful flat sort of oxblood burgundy kind of tone. I do have other colors in that family obviously as well in the shellac, but those are very popular colors in the salon through the fall and the winter, so I know I'll get a lot of use out of that one. The next one was Wok and Roll Baby, and that was this sort of green color, so it's kind of unique. This one here is sort of an army green. This one is almost a mossy green. It's really different. It's got a little bit of shimmer through it, very, very subtle. The closest thing that I would have is Sage Scarf in Shellac, and it's flat and a little bit lighter. And I do have one client in particular that loves that color, so I think it's just a really cool, unique color. So that one, and then we had Serving Up Sass, which is the blue, and it turned out much more blue than I thought, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So as you can see, I have a lot of navies. Navies are very popular fall, winter, even into the spring. I even have a few clients that do navy in the summer. So that's really, it's flat, but it's really creamy and glossy and beautiful. So I think that's going to be very popular. I actually have somebody in today that I think may walk away with that color on. So I'm excited to show her. Now the next color is really different. So this was called Too Much Sauce. So it's sort of the peachy, corally, terracotta kind of color, and it is gorgeous. Look at that. I feel like this is what I wanted these two to be, and they weren't. This is what I've been looking for all along. It's creamy, it's beautiful, it's just a little bit more punchy and orange than, say, this one, which winds up looking a little bit just not quite there. And I have a few clients that look really beautiful in these sort of warm tones. So I'm excited to try that. I don't know if I can wear those colors, but my gosh, I can't. It's too close to my skin color. But it's really, really pretty. So I'm excited about that one. And then I ran out of room on my neutrals palette for the artistic colors, so I had to start a new one. So then I had Crepe, which is sort of a gray. It's kind of a taupey gray. It's really different. I really like that. The grays are always popular. The other two that I have in the artistic are these two. So as you can see, it is still quite different. I mean, as different as a gray is going to be from another gray. And even that one there, I thought maybe it would kind of fall in that family, but it's different. So I'm excited about that. And the other one is Just Roll With It. So that is a really deep brown, but it's almost a raisiny brown. It's got a little very slight hint of burgundy in it. Very, very similar to Fedora in the Shellac, which is very, very popular. So I have a few clients who will love this. I actually have one lady who wears Fedora in the Shellac year round, so I may be able to get her to try something a little bit different. So really pleased with the colors overall. They all performed really well. The only one that went on a little bit more sheer on the first coat was Wok and Roll Baby, but it did cover really nicely on the second coat. I had a little bit of trouble with Dreamcatcher. I actually started the swatch and had to wipe it off and start over because it was chunky, which every once in a while happens to me with the new shellac. Like, I'll get a new shellac color, it'll be a little chunky, the brush is really stiff, even though I've shaken it. So I just wiped the swatch off, wiped the brush off, shook it again, and started over, and now it seems to be performing fine. So no complaints, pleased with the colors. I'm thinking I've got some clients that are going to be really happy with these new shades. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.